Alright guys, so we are going to talk about lesson 12 for GLE 6, and this is locating rational numbers on a number line. So remember, a rational number is any number that appears on the number line. So decimals, fractions, whole numbers, mixed numbers, anything that appears on a number line is considered a rational number. So we are going to find rational numbers on a number line. So we're mostly familiar with finding positive integers, which means anything 0 and up. So 0, 1, 2, 3, all those are positive integers. Anything below 0 is considered a negative integer. An integer is just a fancy word for number. So anything below 0 is going to be considered negative, and anything above 0 is going to be considered positive. Now you would find integers on a number line for the negatives the same way that you would for the positives. So for example, if I wanted to find the number 1.5 on a number line, this is a positive 1.5, so I know 1.5 is going to be between 1 and 2. So 1.5 is going to sit right here. This would be 1.5. Now the same concept goes to the opposite side of the number line. So if this was negative 1.5, again, 1.5 still lies between 1 and 2. So you find your negative 1, you find your negative 2 on the number line. And in between these two numbers is going to be negative 1.5. So the counting and where you place the numbers is exactly the same, but a mirror image. So let's say I wanted to find 2 25/100. So 2 1/4. 2 1/4, I know, thinking about it, it's 2. So I'm going to go to the number 2. A little bit over, but not quite 3. So I'm not at 3 yet, but I'm over 2, so I know it's going to be between 2 and 3. So 2 1/4 is going to be in between the numbers 2 and 3. And I can do the same thing if it's negative 2 1/4. So if it's going to be negative 2 1/4, I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side of the number line. So I have my negative 2 and I have my negative 3. Well, I know it's a little less than negative 2, but it's a little more than negative 3, so it's going to go right here. Just remember that your numbers are a mirror image. So from 0, you start counting 1, 2, 3. From 0, you start counting 1, 2, 3. So picture the 0 is the halfway mark, and if I folded this number line on top of each other, my numbers should line up. Now the same goes for a vertical number line, which you'll see often on thermometers. So if I want negative 1.5, again, I have to go to the negative 1, which is below 0, and it's going to be halfway between. If I want positive 2 1/4, I'm going to go up to the 2, a little bit past, to get 2 1/4. And this is the same concept. If I folded this vertical number line in half at the 0, my numbers would match up. If you have any other questions on finding rational numbers on a number line, just send me a message on Jupiter.